Hello everybody, so today I'm going to be doing a book review on The Maze Runner. Now the movie comes out today and I am so excited, I can't wait to see it. So I thought it was appropriate to do a book review today. And I'm so excited to see the movie because it is led by Dylan O'Brien, who I absolutely love. I'm a huge fan of his and he's the reason that I even bought this book series. I found out he was going to be in the movie and I got really curious. So I just went out and bought the whole series and luckily it worked out because I loved it. So today I'm just going to be talking about book one, which is self-entitled The Maze Runner. What The Maze Runner about is a character named Thomas who is played by Dylan O'Brien. He wakes up in an elevator shaft. He's so confused. He doesn't know who he is or anything. The only thing that he knows is his name. He has no recollection of his life whatsoever. And then when the elevator doors open, he finds himself in a place called the Glade, which is an outdoor land that has about 50 other boys with him, and he's very confused, he's disoriented, he has no idea what's going on, and the more he learns about the Glade, the more he realizes that he's stuck in the middle of a maze, and it's all about finding out what's beyond the maze, how do you get out, and everything like that. It's all very intense, and it leads for a very good book, one that I personally highly recommend. Now, I will say I had two nitpicks with this book, and it is the reason why it took me a little bit to get into it first, but honestly, it's two things that are so small that you can just get over real quickly, and then the book just becomes amazing at that point, and then just leads into an amazing series. Now, my nitpicks, one starts with the language. Now, if you have read this book or you've just started and you're finding it's difficult to read it and it doesn't flow in your mind, you're clearly not the only one, because it would not. Words like shuck, shank, clunk, those are words that just don't flow properly in my mind. But the more you read it, the more you adapt to it, and by the end of the book I felt like an old pro, and it really became not an issue. So that's something that if it's bothering you, stick with it, because it's nothing by the end of it. Goodness me. My second nitpick was Thomas and his repetitiveness. Now, let me just say I absolutely love Thomas, mainly because he was played by Dylan O'Brien, so that's the face I had in my head, and I just naturally love him. But because he's so confused and disoriented and everything, he makes his frustrations known repetitively, but it's to the point where it's not every other chapter, it's every other page. And that was frustrating to me because we're on this ride with him, so we're just as frustrated. We don't really need to repeat ourselves. But luckily, the more he learns about what's going on, the more he calms down a little bit and is like less repetitive. So that made up for it, I guess. So those are two nitpicks that, they're so small that you can easily just bypass them, and then the book just paves the way for an amazing story. It's very mysterious, it's very interesting, there's a lot of things going on, and because Thomas has no idea what's going on, we're on this ride with him where the more he learns, the more we learn too, and it's very interesting. So yeah, I absolutely loved this book and I recommend it for everyone, and after you read this book you're going to want to go straight into the next one, and I loved that one. The second book was probably my favorite in the series, and I will be talking about it hopefully soon. But for now, I'm going to leave it at that. If you've read The Maze Runner, or you plan to, or you just plan to see the movie, anything, let me know down below in the comments and we can talk about it. But other than that, that's it for me. Thank you so much for watching. Give a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and hopefully I will see you very soon. Goodbye!